Okay, welcome to part 2. Anyways, here's our next phone. This is the Huawei U3200. Now you're going to be crying at me, isn't Huawei banned in America? Well, yeah, but if you're not going to use this as a daily driver, then I assume, why not? So anyways, next phone. This is an LG Octane. I've had this phone for quite some time. But yeah, it's basically another laptop messaging phone looking thing. So yeah, here's a Samsung Galaxy S Epic 4G from 2010. Like, I've seen this phone in a magazine. I don't know which one, but it looked really cool, especially with this. Yeah, that's right. This smartphone has a slide-out keyboard. How epic! So, anyways, moving on. This is an HTC Thunderbolt. This is basically Verizon's first 4G LTE phone ever made, which is pretty cool, to be honest. 4G LTE, basically, but whatever. Anyways, next. This is a Samsung Gusto, a Verizon prepaid phone. There's nothing much special about this phone. It's basically a generic run-of-the-mill prepaid phone, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, moving on to the next row. These are two HTC Sensation 4Gs. My parents both got this back in 2011, I assume, but yeah, one has water damage, one can't even connect to the Wi-Fi at all. I don't know why, but yeah. Those are some HTC Sensation 4G phones. Moving on. This is a Huawei PAL from 2011. Don't mind me, I'm just sledding for no reason. In fact, let's just turn this fan on. That's better. Anyway, so this is the Huawei PAL from 2011. It's basically another banned device, but if you don't use this as a main driver, why not? This is the Team Alcatel Spark from 2011, or the T-Mobile Spark, whatever. Yeah, it's basically a generic Alcatel slider phone. Nothing much. Next. These are two LG RAZR phones. Both are from 2011. One I got from a thrift store, I think this year or last year, I don't know. And one from my deceased relative before he passed away. So yeah, nothing much about these phones. Next. This is a Samsung Freeform M from 2011. It's a pretty good phone as well. I like how this you use to navigate. It's like you just swipe on it. Pretty cool. Anyways, next. The next one is this rugged beast, this Kyocera Dura XT. It's another one of those rugged phones, but it's from 2012. Also a Sprint device. The battery does not stay on, so that's why it doesn't have a back cover, so that's why it doesn't stay in place. So anyways, nothing much about this phone. It's kind of cool and all. Well, it's rugged and stuff. So yeah, next phone, the LG 440G from 2012. I got this back in Goodwill when I just turned 13 back in 2017. I found this new in box. So yeah, I think I did an unboxing video of this back then. So yeah, brings back some memories. This is a Motorola WX416 from 2012. It only works for a couple seconds until it decides, oh, your device is locked. So yeah, it's semi-useless, but sorta. Anyways, this is the ZTE Z431 from 2012. Kind of like the back cover of this phone. Pretty nice. So anyways, it's another Blackberry looking phone. What would you expect? This is a Samsung Galaxy S Aviator. I've had this phone since 2016. It's another US cellular device. Actually, I lied. Some of these phones are from Consumer Cellular. I think this one's from Consumer Cellular or something. I don't know, but I kind of lied there. Sorry. But anyways, this is another US cellular device. So anyways, moving on. This phone was a classic. This is a Galaxy S4 I've had since July 2016 to December to December 2016. This served me as my first ever phone to have service. Like, I don't have the back cover for this, so I'm just gonna use this fold cover thing. That's officially made by Samsung. So yeah, this phone brought back so many memories. I was 12 when I had this phone. My mom had the Galaxy S7, now she has the Note 10. Plus, now I have the S20 Fan Edition. So yeah, this phone brought back so many memories. Enough said. This is a ZTE Savvy from 2013. It's nothing much. It's basically just your grocery store looking phone from way back in the day. Also a track phone device. Next, this is the LG A40G from 2013. It is not a smartphone. Like, it runs some stock, like whatever firmware it runs, but it definitely does not involve Android. So it's not a smartphone. Anyways, moving on. This is the LG Optimus Dynamic and its sequel, the LG Optimus Dynamic 2. They both came out in 2013. Like, that I got back in 2016. That's what I got back in late 2017, early 2018. It came with a case, but I took it off just to show you what the phone would look like. Well, you obviously can't see the back because I'm holding it with my hand. Actually holding the two of the phones. So anyways, that's pretty much there is. Moving on. This is the Droid Max. I got this back in 2019. Cousin's dog found this under some oven or fridge. I don't recall, but it's cracked and all, and these buttons don't work. But if you install like an extra pair of buttons right here, you'd be good to go. So anyways, next, this is a Kyocera Vet, and oh god, this phone blows. Like, I've had this thing since 2014, 2015. It lagged so bad that I just wanted to scrap this phone when I mained it. But thankfully I didn't, just to poke fun at it some more. But anyways, this phone sucks. I'm just gonna put this down and go to the next phone before I lose it. That's more like it. This is the Alcatel Touch Popstar from 2014. No, it's not the LTE model. Like, I don't know why they named this the Popstar and the other one the Popstar LTE. Like, this is just confusing. See? Like, but yeah, it's still the Popstar from 2014. Next. Oh boy, it's a Nokia Lumia, and it's a 630. Like, I'd love to get this to work. Like, although the screen's cracked right there, like here, and here, but these two are fine. But I'd love to find a battery so I could get this to work, actually. Like, remember Windows Phone? Yeah, this used to exist back then. So yeah. Next phone. The LG Expression 2 from 2014. It's a modern example of the slider phone thing. But whatever. I love the feel of the back though. Anyways, next phone, next row. This is the LG 450 from 2014. Like, fortunately, I cannot get any SIM card to work. I think I broke the SIM card thing on this there because there was, like, I don't know, frame where you could, like, put any size SD card or mini. But yeah, it doesn't read any SIM card now. How unfortunate. Anyways, moving on. Here are some Galaxy S5s. Like, the one on the left is pretty good. This one is just ugh. And the worst offender is that there's no power button, so you're going to have to use some tool to get it to power on. How unfortunate. But yeah, they do work, surprisingly. Anyways, moving on. This is the Galaxy Core Prime from 2014. I got this back in 2019. Like, it had a case with it, but I took it off. I don't know where it went now. So anyways, next phone. This is the Samsung Galaxy A style from 2014. I got this back in August of 2019 when I was shopping at a Dollar General Market. Yes, they do exist, surprisingly. So yeah, next phone. This is the LG Optimus Fuel. I got this back in 2017. Like, it still works, surprisingly. Nothing much to say, really. Move on to the next phone. This is the LG RAZR 3. Like, basically like the modern sort of version of the LG RAZR from 2011. This one's from 2014. So yeah, nothing much else to say. Let's go to the next phone. This is a ZTE Z434. I found this back in the road, and I found this on the road back in June of 2016, so I had to save it. But yeah, it works. Works surprisingly, although it's not charged. I don't know when I'll recharge this to make another video on it, but yeah, it works. This is the 32GB iPhone 6. This originally came out in 2014, but a revised model came out in 2017. But yeah, it does work. I can still call it an iPhone 6. So yeah, I got this back in Christmas of 2018. It's on total, I think it's on Total Wireless or something, I don't know, but it's part track phone. So anyways, let's go to the next phone. This is the LG Sunset. I loved this phone to death. Like, it was a pretty good LG phone. Like, sadly the battery stopped working, so I'm gonna have to resort to finding another battery for this thing. But yeah, it was a pretty good phone. This is the Alcatel A205G. It's basically like a basic phone of sorts or whatnot. But yeah, nothing much else to say. This is the Alcatel One Touch Evolve 2. Like, this one does not work. Like, I tried plugging it in. It starts, then shuts down, starts, and dies again. But yeah, I don't know if it's the battery or it's just this thing is bricked. So yeah, I might see if I can find another battery for this. Anyways, next phone. This is the Note 5. Oh my gosh, I love this phone. Like, it's a pretty good Note phone. Well, if you ask me, like, yeah, there's nothing much else to say. It's a pretty good phone. Anyways, next. This is the HTC Desire 526 from 2015. The screen's cracked, but it still works. Nothing else, just nothing else to say. These are Samsung Galaxy S7s from 2016. I got these when my parents got the Note 10 Plus. Nothing else to say. Like, that right there is the reason why they had to get new phones. She dropped this, and that happened. Like, it was from some magnet wallet casing. Don't ever buy these. Just a fair warning. Anyways, moving on was my second main phone, the ZTE Z Max Pro. Like, I've had this from December 2016 to November 2017. Headphone jack screwed up, so yeah, nothing much else to say. Next, this is the ZTE Z223. It's basically this phone came out in 2016. It's basically a flip phone of sorts. Nothing much else to say. Let's move on to the next phone. This is the LG K7. I got this from my papa who got the Pixel 3A like I used to back in 2019. And like, it still works and everything. Nothing much else to say. This is a ZTE Majesty Pro. I got this back in 2017. Like, the screen's cracked, but it still turns on and everything. So yeah. It's the EasyPhone W77 Senior. It's basically like an Amazon phone. It's what you find on Amazon for dirt cheap. But yeah. This is my third main phone, the LG Style 3 Plus. This phone's sturdy from 2017 to 2019. So yeah. Nothing much else to say.